What's up guys, welcome back to a new Elden Ring video. I'm really hyped for this. We are going to continue where we left off in the last stream, and that is in Stormville. We are going to get an item there that will help us along the way. But first off, we need to kill this Beyblade looking ass. We defeat him quite easy. It isn't that hard of a fight since I leveled up quite a bit, as you guys can see. The damage is, it's okay. We have the Holy Affinity. Here we get shaboinked, but that's alright, because we got him here. After you go in the room to the left of this boss, you will find a statue, which you need to use a Stone Sword key to achieve the Wet Blade. There will be two enemies there with big axes waiting for you, but they aren't that difficult. And there it is. Alright, now it's time to upgrade our weapon with the Heavy Affinity, because we do have quite of a strength build going on right now, but still with the Sacred Blade Ash 4. So right now we are going to try Renala again with an Ash of War upgraded weapon. It isn't that big of a deal. We didn't use any smithing stones or swords, so I was feeling pretty confident. As you guys can see, the first phase, it's as easy as it is. It's just repeated process, kill 3 of these guys, damage her, and then continue until the second phase. The second phase went horrible for me, unfortunately, because we got wombo comboed in about 10 seconds during this second phase. So here I'm trying to dodge everything, and she spams them again, throws this, and we're dead. So I tried to upgrade some more, but this time with talismans. So we went back to Liurnia and went to get the Winged Sword Insignia Talisman in the Stillwater Cave. It's a pretty easy cave. You do have a small little boss at the end of it. It's a clean rot knight, but he isn't that hard. At least when you leveled up just a bit. You don't need to be a high level or anything, but still. So we are going to buff up right here, and then we are going to try and defeat him. But we will be successful, because we do quite a lot of damage again, as you guys can see right here. He does block an attack right after this one. We hit him with a crit. I really do like the animation of the crit with the graveside. It looks really cool. And there we have it. So this boss is not as special. So right now we're going back to Caelid.
Yeah, boy.
And try to defeat some ep3 evaders for some more tears. I did a couple of battles, as you guys will see later on. But yeah, let's say they weren't really that successful. We did came really close though. So we are buffing up right now and getting ready to defeat this guy. We missed the first shot, and there we go.
Hide the pain.
This was the first battle, and I did not enjoy it. We came really close the first try, as you guys will see in a couple of seconds. But he has one combo that he uses. He smashes into the ground with his hammer, and then all this holy stuff comes out of the air and just locks onto you. And here it is. So we got hit with that, and we got hit with him. So that was the first battle. It wasn't that awful. We came really close, so I felt confident. And I thought, you know what, let's do it again. And this one was really close. But the same thing happened as before. In a minute he will use his special attack, and we die again. And here it is. And we're dead. So I thought, you know what? Let's try one more time. I'm feeling really confident. But then this happens. So it was time to get some more spinning stones in the guild tunnel in Caelid. This tunnel is pretty difficult if you don't have a high enough level, but since I have an holy attack, I do quite a lot of damage against, I don't know what they are, like stone golems that are mining the spinning stones there. Here we get some spinning stones 4. And after that, it was time to head on to the boss. The boss right here is a magma worm. And the boss itself isn't that hard, but in this arena, it sucks. I hate this boss fight. And we have another one coming up right after this one. But it wasn't that spectacular. We defeated him, and we got the, I think it was Moonveil that we get from him. But we will see in just a second. Here we defeat him. Easy peasy. And there is, yeah, Moonveil. Alright, and then it was back to the beginning of the guild tunnel to try and farm just a bit more smithing stones so we can upgrade our weapon. We got it after like, I think, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So we went back to do the same stuff again and again, and here we got the last one we needed. So it was back to the round table and upgrade our weapon. It's looking pretty fancy right here. So now we are going to try and rematch with the tree evader. Because I was feeling confident, upgraded our side a bit. So it was time to do it. The parkour down here sucks. But then, of course, this happens. I got scared because of his holy attack. Because he was spamming it, and boom, fell off the map, died. So I was pretty done with this boss fight, so it was back to Stormville and activate the Great Rune of Godric. Right now we are just parkouring. And now we are at the bridge. So we activate the Great Rune for +5 to all attributes when you use a rune arc. And then I felt pretty confident to try and beat Renala again. And let's say this time things went pretty good. I was feeling confident, upgraded side, upgraded stats. So let's just head right into the second phase. Let's see. I really like this boss fight. It has a lot of atmosphere. But sometimes she can spam quite a lot. But it is what it is. As you guys can see, I managed to dodge quite a bit of the attacks. And I do have to say, I wasn't feeling pretty confident after she hit all those combos, as you can see right here. But things were looking pretty good. We got another hit off. Then she spams some more magic. And she hits us with a bunch of wolves. That wasn't anything too big. The only thing that I don't like is the big dragon. And I guess the guy with the bloodhound fang. He's pretty strong as well. We got the giant right here. He isn't that difficult to dodge. I missed my Sacred Blades Ash of War. But it could be worse. Still had quite a lot of heals. But this was a great battle. She hits me with another one of those big attacks, and there we have the Bloodhound guy. But we managed to dodge him, get back to her. I was playing pretty safe because, as you guys saw, I died quite a lot of times. And here she comes in with the dragon, but we were quick enough to kill her before the dragon could do anything. And there we go. One of the main bosses defeated. So now it was time to get revenge on an old friend of ours.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
There he is, the tree sentinel from the beginning. This was the first boss that I tried to defeat in a long time of not playing Eldenring, and things were not looking that great. But now I was way stronger, and we killed him. So revenge felt sweet. And now it was time to kill some more of the ep3 evaders, and not the one in Caleb because I was done with him. Luckily, these guys are not that difficult once you use some flame incantations, black flame on the weapon, and things were looking pretty good. So this boss was easy to deal with, and we got him. After that, it was time for the first half of the Helic Tree Medallion, which you can get in a village underneath the mountain. The village of the Albinorics, I don't know how to say it. But we kill an enemy here, which lets us battle an NPC at the Round Table Hold for some new armor. But you will, guys, you'll see that in a couple of minutes. Right now we are just absolutely destroying this guy. And here we talk to the guy that gives us the first half of the medallion. And then it was time to kill the boss of this area. It isn't anything special, it's an Owen killer. And we do quite a lot of damage with the Great Rune activated, as you guys will see. So we're still buffing up because I was not feeling that confident in my ability, but it wasn't necessary. Look at that chunk of damage. This was awesome. And with a bleed at the end. Nothing feels better than this. Then it was time to kill the Carrion Knight boss. He drops pretty good magic. I think it's the Great Phalanx. And at later game, should be pretty fun to use. And also in PvP. It's really annoying once you use it in PvP. Because you also have the smaller version of it. But the big version staggers. Staggers like crazy. But this boss was easy as it is. It was just hack away at its trees, hit him with 2 heavies, then he falls down. You can get a crit. And yeah, then he's almost as dead as he can be. As you guys can tell here. And then it was time to buy some more smithing stones from our boy EG. After we did that, it was time for the new armor set. As I said before, the NPC is mad at us because we killed his friend or brother. I don't know the official lore of it. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But he was easy. And we got a new armor set, which is great because it heals your HP over time. And now it was time to go to hell. I hate this area and I hate these enemies. These big ass hands. They got all these grab attacks and stuff. Did not like it. Did not like it one bit. So I was really happy once we were done with this area. Up ahead is a Grace. After we grabbed the Grace, it was time to grab one of the most OP weapons in this game. I don't know if I'm going to use it later on, but it's always good to have. It's the Sword of Night and Flame. At the start of Eldenring, this was the main weapon. The best that you could have. And there we have it.
Spicy meat. Yeah,
And then
boy.
it was time to pick up a golden seed and then defeat the spirit version of Loretta. The first time I was playing this game, I liked this boss, and I was playing it with a friend of mine that already played it. And he said, well, if you like this fight, you're gonna love it later on, because then you get to fight the real version of her.
This ain't it, Chief! That's what I would have told you!
And that was awesome. So right now we are just getting back at it. Start the quest line, because I do want the Weapon of Blight at the end of this quest line. And we also get the Moonlight Greatsword. Now it was time to defeat a small boss outside of the area of Loretta. This is a Onyx Lord. He isn't that special. You can stagger him with 2 hits and then he goes down instantly. If you do enough damage, of course. So we're buffing up, so we do the most of damage, because this fight is kind of useless, but I did want the runes. And there he goes. Now it was time to farm some more smithing stones and also get to Altus Plateau. It's at the bottom. Then we grab some smithing stones. Defeated these guys. As you guys can see, holy damage almost one-shots them every time. I do hate the poison in this area, but I hate poison as it is. There we have another smithing stone, and I got stuck and got hit with a big explosion. So right now we are just progressing through this area, and then it was time for the boss, and it's another magma worm. But the nice thing about this magma worm is the fact that he gives a great sword in later game. I can honestly say, once you level this weapon up all the way to +10, it's a final boss killer. It's a final boss killer. Now that we are at Altus Plateau, it was time to get a new piece of armor. The Raven set that boosts your stat when you're jump attacking. There's also a small little boss here, and I hate this guy. He spams a lot of magic attacks, but you guys will see it in a few seconds. Here we get the raptor's black feathers and the skeletal mask. And the boss area is right here. So we were buffing up, ready to kill him. Things were looking pretty good. At least that's what I said to myself. But yeah, as you guys will see in a couple of seconds, this boss loves to spam his magic. He loves it. And I don't know the lore of this guy. I don't know if he even has lore. But as you guys saw, he spams. There are a lot of these snake snails looking fellas. They also spam black magic. But in the end, we got him. This was the second try. So we get a new weapon called the Family Heads. This weapon's Ashivore.
Boy, if you don't
the same as he uses, with all those black skulls. After that, we were just killing around a bit, farming some more ruins. I would have loved to have this weapon, but we didn't get anything. Up ahead is a helmet that boosts your fate stat. And as I'm going with a fate build, this was actually a pretty good item. The Ruler's Mask. After that, it was time to get a new talisman that buffs your attack when you're at full HP. The boss that is here isn't that special. It's a demi-human queen, and she doesn't do that much damage, and she has like 0 HP. So this boss shouldn't take more than 5 seconds. As you guys can see, huge chunk of HP done. Once you get the bleed in, it's way easier here, and then it's one more hit, and it's done. And behind that door is the Ritual Sport Talisman. Now it was back to Kalit and grab some more stuff. Another talisman and also a new incantation. As you guys can tell, this castle holds the talisman for strength. For strength buffing, it's an heirloom and it gives +5 to your strength. And you also get Flame Grammy strength. There are a few knights up ahead. If you also kill the lion that is beneath this castle, or at the center of the castle, you also get another Ash of War. And in my opinion, if you're going with pure strength, it's one of the best Ashes of War you can get. It's called Lion's Claw. Some enemies use it in Kalit, like these knights, if they have a sword, they will use it. We also got a new piece of armor, so I was pretty happy with that. And then it was time to kill the lion. The lion wasn't anything really special because I did quite a lot of damage. He did hit us with a big smack. And there you have it, Lion's Claw. And then it was time to grab the final item of this castle, Flame Grant Me Strength. I usually just grab it and run, because these guys are annoying as hell. After that, we were just going rune after rune, grabbing some more stuff. We don't know if we are going to use it later on, but still. After that, it was time for a small little armor grind. But before we do that, we get invaded by Millicent. Millicent is a pretty cool NPC. I think you can get her weapon, but I don't really know how. So as you guys can see, we're just killing some clean rot knights here. And I did it for quite a long while. I got killed a bunch of times because of the rot. And they also have some pretty strong buffs. So that was the first one that I killed, and I got the sword, so I was feeling pretty good. Was hoping to get some more armor, but it wasn't looking great. There we get a jump scare. And I farmed for about an hour. And yeah, things were not looking pretty good. We didn't have a lot of luck. I used some items to buff up my discovery, but it didn't want to work. So after I tried to kill more and more, kept on killing them, I was pretty fed up with it and stopped doing it. It was time for a new challenge. I was feeling pretty good, so we grabbed the grace here, and then it was time to grab one final item in a chest. The rock sling and also the meteor staff. That buffs up these gravitational magic. It's in the church right there. And after that, we went to pick up a small little item for some magic. It's with a big ass head. So we killed that and got a Summer Smithing 5. And then it was time to try and defeat this boss. Well, I was feeling pretty confident, you know, leveled up a bit. But damn, I was way too underleveled for this one. The damage was pretty good, but damage intake was greater. We got defeated. I had no heals, didn't even get the second phase, I got rot, and we died. So it was time to get one last talisman before we ended the stream. So we got into the cave. And then it was time to grab the talisman. The talisman in this dungeon is the Golden Scarab. This talisman just boosts your rune intake. So the enemies that you kill, you will receive more rooms. The first time wasn't successful with defeating them because my time management sucked, didn't have a lot of heals, and I had rot. But the second time things were looking pretty good, we got a bleed at the end, and we defeated him.
Oh my god! Wow!
We could level up one more time, we are level 57 right now. And that was actually the end of the stream and also the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because we are not done. We are going to make way more videos of this. See you guys later.